Welcome to a paddleboarding diary. You're looking at this, it's got to mean this. I couldn't have said it better myself. Where are you to today, Bo, you ask? Well, I'm actually at Dawlish and I'm following on from a little paddleboarding video I did a while back when I went out from Dawlish Warren, trying to link up a few areas that I've yet to paddle. So I'm going to be heading from Dawlish and around that stone arch with a bit of luck. Let's get the board pumped up and get down onto that water. Let's just do this right now. So here we are, folks, on the beach. Let's turn that around a little bit. So back that way behind me is the arch I was attempting to head out to last time. Will I get there today? So on the map across there you'll see that I'm right in the middle of Dawlish. I'm heading south, heading south, folks, for the winter. I'm heading south towards that arch over there. I know there's a rock out there where a seal likes to swim and hang out. There's a cove on the way, might stop there on the way back, and then when I do get back here I might go further back that way, which will take me down to the bit I missed out the other day when I went from Dawlish Warren, but it depends on the wind. So there it is in front of me, folks. Beautiful day, a little bit of wind coming in, onshore breeze, looks perfect. What music am I going to play today? I haven't got a clue, I haven't got a scoop. You guys sit back, listen to the music, folks. Here we are, folks, quite a way out from Dawlish now. I've come along at a right-o rattle, as I like to say. That bridge is a long way back, isn't it? Langstone Rock in the distance, folks, for all of you who tuned in last time. That's right, you remembered it. I knew you would. I knew you would. So, the wind is in my face. People say, in your face. That's what the wind's saying to me. There's a cove in there. There's a little cafe at the top called Cove Cafe. It's good thinking, isn't it? I think that cove is called Colliton Cove, and you all know that I am an expert when it comes to cove. So we did this a few weeks ago, didn't we? We're going to do it again. Hey, Steve Dog, what's that cove behind you called? Steve Dog feature. That cove is called Colliton Cove, folks. If I'm wrong, I'll post a comment below on the video. We've got to get beyond Colliton Cove up to there. Look, up to there's a long way. Better get cracking on, because every moment I'm talking I'm drifting in the wrong direction. Let's do this. But first we've got to head onwards and upwards towards that arch. There's a whole bunch of gulls up by what I call Seal Rock, so let's get up there. Here we are, folks, up near the arch now. Gulls are in there going crazy. It is beautiful here. They're absolutely beautiful, as you can hopefully see on the camera. That rock, it's like a lazy old rock, isn't it? You want to lean up against the other and have a rest, do you know what I mean? We'll go through that arch in a minute. Then as we sweep back around here, and back eventually to Dawlish, we will have the wind in our back, which will be very, very nice indeed. There is a rock, folks, and on that rock, if I zoom in, and this is an amazing place for bird wildlife. Up there on the rock, you might be able to see this, but there are almost like spectres of the coast. They're not spectres of the coast, folks, which is what I know a lot of you are thinking. They're cormorants. They're clung in to little nooks and crannies, and you can see them also up on the outside of that arch there. That's where these guys live. As I sweep the camera around now, zoom out a little bit, here are all these gulls that I was just talking about, and ridiculously, and you won't believe me, you will not believe me when I say this, but in amongst the gulls is a heron. Yes, there's a heron in there. There are also some young cormorants, and it's quite remarkable and beautiful to see. Let's get through here then. Now all these gulls, well 90% of them are black-headed gulls and young heron gulls. So the black-headed gulls at this time of year don't have black heads. The young herring gulls at this time of year are grey mottled, and these guys I regard as the guardians of the sea. Let's get through that arch. Right around the other side, and you can see now loads of cormorants up on the rocks, and if you look closely there, it's like they're almost, why are they all here now? I'll tell you what, it's quite straightforward really. It's quite simply because their mums have told them to get in, stop mucking about. You've had your tea, start settling down for bilos. That's what your mums have said, okay? Because that's what mums say, innit? Well, there's the gap you can see there. I'm going to sneak through that puppy being that gap right now, and then we'll go out the other side and have another look at the bird wildlife. So let's see if we can get a bit of footage going through what I call the gap. Let's do this right now. And I'll tell you what, even though it's October, I could do with a swim. I might do that in a minute. There we go folks, we've just gone through there. Up there's the old cormorants, look, I was just talking about. All these wonderful birds here, it's glorious isn't it? Absolutely. The conditions aren't as good as I thought they would be, I always say this. But this week, I succeeded on my task, which was to get to that rock. I'm not going to go down to the other bridge, it's too far, I'll do that another time. But I succeeded on my task and getting to the rock. Now I've just got to get back over. Maybe go for a swim, that'd be nice. Maybe make our mind up on that one. Maybe get footage of a train, that would be super special, wouldn't it folks? I know some of you are only waiting for that, particularly you train enthusiasts out there. Let's head on back. Well folks, the moment you've all been waiting for, a train is coming. I can hear it, it's coming through a tunnel now. It'll be coming into sight any second soon. Get great footage. I want you to think about this and shout out the name of this train loud and make it proud as well folks. That is what we in the trade call, that's a GWR folks. That is what we call a GWR. Read them and weep folks, read them and weep. Whew. It isn't very often you get footage like that in these parts, it has to be said. And I thank you for staying with me for so long. I can look and monitor your viewing, your attention span. Yeah, look at this in the distance there. You might be able to see cliffs. Those cliffs, long way away, those are actually in the Charmouth area, and that's what we call the Jurassic Coast. And no, there aren't dinosaurs living there now. I know one who lives in Lyme Regis of course, but other than that there aren't any dinosaurs living alive along that Jurassic Coast, but they did many years ago folks. So there you go, little interesting dinosaur fact for you there, and I thought it was about time we covered the subject and we put that one to bed. On we go. Here we are folks, I've landed on that little cove I was talking about earlier, and it's a tiny little cove and it's got a couple of vent holes behind me, probably see, which are to vent the tunnel that the old GWR goes through. Other trains are available. When you're out, folks, on the paddleboard, let's be honest, paddleboarding is part of it, but part of it is what you see. In fact, what you see is most of it, isn't it? Let's be honest. And I'm always on the lookout for something new and unusual and interesting and exciting. And I've found something today which is very, very unexpected. I'm gonna have to put my thinking cap on and give the name of this video an appropriate name. But basically what I've found is, I kid you not, potentially millions of sand eel just sitting just off the shore here. I'm going to get you some underwater footage of that. I'm not going to go swimming in here because it does seem a little bit stinky. And that's a technical phrase. I might have a swim further out in a minute, but I want to get you some footage of sand eel under the water with the action cam. You will not believe what you see. I can't believe it, and I've seen it. You will not believe it, and you will see it. We're going to get back on that paddleboard. I've had a drinky. I've sat down on this cove, which I'm going to call, I'll call it Sand Eel Cove. You'll understand why in a moment. Yeah, Sand Eel Cove. You will not believe this. I better back it up now with some footage, I suppose. Because if I fail, I'll look right numpty. Millions. More than millions. More than you could count. Let's get back out there and show you the footage of these sand eels. And then we're going to head back, and I might have a swim when we get back. We might see some trains. There's so many things that can happen. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Come on, hurry up.
Like a lazy flowing river, surrounding castles and skies, and the crowd is growing bigger. Listening for the hammers and the listen to the music.
Were the sand eel as good as I thought? Were you the swimmers who I mentioned them to? If so, comment below. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope I got some really good footage there of the sand eel. White bait they might be, one or the other. Post comments below. Catch you guys on the next paddleboarding schmaddleboarding flip side.
Good day.